Hello dear Nanobackers, and welcome back to another update video from us. Here is Mark.
And Max from Woodpecker Games, and today we talk about something that is inside of the box.
Yes, we do that. Today we want to share a few very early and very general concepts of the arena mode, because I think a lot of you are interested what this arena mode will be like in the deluxe edition of our game. And we won't spoil everything, but we will give you a general overview of what the arena mode will be like. So we have different kind of play modes. Max, you want to start?
Yeah, I think we start with what is the arena mode. It is typically a little bit inspired by the Gold Sorcerer of Final Fantasy VII. You know this place when you come there and you have this huge park. What is the English word? With roller coasters and all this stuff.
Park.
And theme park, yes. And there's this arena. You can go there and you can fight against hordes of enemies. And you fight alone with Claude, but we don't make that. You play as a group. And we like this. I spent many times on this place. I don't know why.
Me too.
There was a tale, a smell in the air when I was young that people say when you play this arena and you finished the whole arena, you get some item and you can bring back Eris to life, and that's why I spend a lot of time.
But this was only an urban legend, wasn't it?
Yeah,
this never happened. Yeah.
And then I finished the arena and I say to a classmate. I say, hey, I finished the arena, but I get nothing. You say, no, you get wrong. You have to play the roller coaster mini game and finish that. Then you get this material to bring her back to life. And say, yeah, okay. So I go home and try the next thing. So don't worry, we don't make a roller coaster side quest.
No,
or mini game.
We won't. But this is where the general idea is coming from. This will be a place where you can spend more game time in our world, even after you finish the campaign, and you have a lot of opportunities for leveling up and using your characters in a much more free way than you could do in the campaign mode. Yeah. So basically, you can imagine it like this. The first thing which you can do there is, Max, please go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. You can play actually we call it the wave or horde mode. It's like hordes of enemies comes and you have to defeat them. And it's like waves, the enemies comes, and these waves have some breakpoints. You have a green phase in our games. You have a yellow phase and a red phase. That means it's a little bit like Metal Gear Solid, all clear, warning, alert, something like that. And it depends of the level, the enemies get stronger and the fighting will be harder for you. And we have some breaks in there where you can buy items and refresh your characters, and you can try how long you can defeat this arena. You can start playing the arena when you are in the campaign. You can do that if you want, but additional to that, we have something like the open shop, and that means all the lucky stuff is there for you.
Yeah. Let's shortly talk about the waves. Yes. I mean, you know that in our game we have these reinforcement tables, which says how many of which kind of enemies are joining the encounter after in each spawn phase, the reinforcement table. And those reinforcement tables will be the medium that define how many enemies and which types of enemies will join this horde mode. And we can design different reinforcement tables for different horde waves, which you will have. And this is the first idea with which we can differentiate or alter the different hordes. So we have different reinforcement tables for different kind of enemies which will spawn. And we have as well not just one map in our box, in a deluxe box, but we have two maps. You already saw this in the stretch goal. So we have the lower part of the box which you can use as a map, and we have the upper lid of the box which you can also use as a map. So you have two maps, and you have different reinforcement tables and different ways in how the horde mode will progress. So this is a lot of like of different stuff which can happen. So there you have a lot of alteration and different stuff coming your way. So there's a lot of gaming time and material which will come your way. Additionally, you have this. Will have after you play through the campaign, you will have the possibility to like buy anything which is upgradable. You have access to all stuff which we unlock, because normally this is very important. If you didn't hear about this in the first place, our shops have a system in which we can balance out what kind of stuff will be accessible for the characters to purchase during the campaign. This is very important because we need to like balance out the campaign very very good, and we can't just like give everybody like combat dice, as many as they want. We have like in different shops you can purchase different stuff, and these different things will like complement your character, but they will grow like slowly peu à peu during the campaign. This is how we can have control over the balancing process in a more general way. Like you have control about your characters, but we can have like a strategic overview of how the characters can be developed at specific states of the campaign.
And it's also like, it's a feeling of adventure. When you are progress in a game, it's like me. I don't interesting on NPCs. I run into the town to the next shop and take a look to all the items. I want the biggest and the baddest sword that I can find. So, and it's like that. So when we give you anything at the first time,
this wouldn't work. This is a very traditional idea of JRPGs as well. You come to a new city, you check out the shops, you see, okay, cool, there are new weapons, but it's not like you don't get the end game weapon in the first city. Like you get cooler weapons, but not the coolest. So this is the normal way we like how it is in the campaign mode. But in the arena mode, you have access to anything and everything in our game. And I mean, this like opens doors for incredible combinations of skills. So you have the possibility to like build real superheroes there, but at the same time we have the possibilities to like make these horde mode really hard. So
it will be hard.
it will be really hard. It will be something which you can progress through this hordes, through these waves, only with very, very good equipment and very good skills upgrades and so on. So this is one of the things. An incredible amount of min-maxing from your side, and a very hard difficulty from the designer, from the AI side. So this is the first idea, like horde mode with lots of enemies. Then we have something else.
That's called the boss mode. And I don't want to say it's the same like the horde mode, but it is the same, just with bosses. We want upgrade. We don't use any bosses because you will find enemies in Nanolift. They are really special. They are special in their movement, in their attacking, and the whole behavior of the enemy is designed of a map, of a story, and all of this progress together an epic fight against a boss. So not all bosses in Nanolith are really compatible with the arena mode, but we put the best bosses that can be used out of the game, give them a smart update, and bring it back on the table for you.
So you will have the opportunity to complement these horde mode, this wave mode, with the bosses, with a few bosses from the game. And then you will find yourself again in a boss fight with the boss AI cards, and perhaps even with more than just one of these bosses. Could happen or could not, we don't know. And you have the opportunity to fight your dearest bosses again then in this horde mode version as well. And this boss mode will also be like super interesting and hard to play against. So this is the next. Those are the two different play styles, like only with the mobs or with the mobs and the bosses, and these on two different maps, and with special rules which will be complemented in the booklet, in the rules booklet, which will be in the deluxe box. So you will have all the special rules for these modes separately in the rules booklet.
And it's like that. When you fight a boss, you get more nano fragments. So
and then you can go to the incredible big amount of shop where you can buy anything, and then you can level up even more. So yeah, it's a bit, let's say, megalomaniac, but it's like really awesome. I think the amount of liberty which you have as a player to really check out what the system is capable of. So those are the main.
I think it's totally okay when you spend time on this mode and you build really good characters and you destroy anything, and then it's you do anything right. So that's what we want. We want that you have fun with the mechanics after the game.
Because you will be really proficient with your characters, we will be really proficient with the mechanics of the game, and then to have just this extra edge of like, now you have a really hard difficulty level and endless waves of enemies, not endless, but a lot of waves of enemies, and I think this can be like a great fun for proficient players. So now that you have like a small overview of the let's say mechanics or the structure of the arena mode, let's progress to our unlock. The daily unlocks now includes the long wished for additional characters. A lot of people were asking us, can't we have more characters in the game? And as we already wrote in the FAQs for the campaign mode, it is not possible to bring any new characters to the game, and we won't do this. It's just totally the opposite of our design goal, and we won't like change this. And I know that you all have like, you can understand us because we already got so many positive feedback for this design goal. So we rest assured that you really understand why we only have these 4 characters, because it's their story which we are telling, and we won't tell another story. But in the arena
there's
mode,
a lot of characters. There's a lot of characters that also have a story in this world. They also have a place in this world, and you will meet them. You will meet Clark. You will meet, maybe you already meet Hitomi when you
you played through the prologue. You played to the choose your own adventure prologue game, so you already know Hitomi at least from the texts. And if you already played the TTS demo as well, you met her in the game.
And it's a thing that we talk a lot of times about something like that, and now we can do something that we want. We bring these epic characters not in the story, in the main story, but in the arena mode. We bring them as playable characters to life with a smart twist. I think, Mark, English is totally better when you explain what we have created. It will be understandable in the first minute.
So the idea is, you know, that we have these different class types. Like you know, we have the aggressor, we have the protector, the hacker, and the support character, and those are classes in their way, as in an MMO. And our idea was
that we make some kind of we call it sandbox characters, and you can explore different builds and bring them on the table and make your own experience on the arena mode. And we like this kind we like to give you this kind of play feeling with our games, with our mechanics, and we hope you enjoy that.
This will be really cool, and you will see in the next days that we have prepared already like quite a few of those characters for you, and so you will have the opportunity to also play the game with different characters, but not in the campaign mode, but in the arena mode. So I think this is like most of the important stuff about the arena mode. Max, is there something else which you want to tell the backers? Or
I want just ask if you see yesterday you see the live stream of Nakamura. So how do you like it?
Now it's as we are recording, it's in the night before the live stream. So we will now join over to Nakamura and watch the live stream. Watch like how live is our cover image will get painted. This is super fun, and you can rewatch the stream as well on Nakamura's YouTube page. I will link it in the update. So have a look. It is really always fascinating to watch him work. And if you're somehow into illustrations or arts, it's incredibly interesting to see what happens in this process. So thank you very much. We will see each other even more often in this kind of video update during the next days. And now enjoy the last week of the campaign. Enjoy all the stuff we have prepared for you. And yeah, enjoy all the daily unlocks and the bonus unlocks and stretch goals which we prepared for you. So thank you very much and good night, dear Nanobackers.
Bye.